Yo, what's up ladies and gentlemen, it's Monkey D Emtra here, and welcome back to another video on the channel. And for today's anime video, guys, we're going to be listing my top 5 favorite arcs in all of Bleach. So as you guys may have seen my last video, I talked about Bleach and I reviewed it, and it was a very good arc overall. It's just not in my top 3. It didn't make it in my top 3, but it's my top 4. It's my 4th favorite anime of all time. And this anime has a great story overall. It's just not compared to the top 3, my top 3 favorite animes in my opinion. We're going to be listing my top 5 favorite arcs of all time in Bleach, like I said. But before we do start this video, guys, make sure you guys leave a like in the video and subscribe if you guys want more Bleach videos to be uploaded in this channel, and turn on post notification if you guys don't want to miss a single video when I upload. So let's start for my least favorite of all the arcs here. In my 5th favorite is Soul Society arc now. Soul Society is just my least favorite arc, just because to me the other arcs are better than Soul Society, but although there are actually arcs that are my least favorite than Soul Society arc, but still we're talking about my top 5 here. So Soul Society is supposed to be the arc where Ichigo and his friends Sado, Inoue, Ishida, and Yoruichi heads for Soul Society in order to save Rukia when she was in the human world executed because of her punishment. I said all of that in the last video. If you guys haven't seen it, the link of that video will be in the description below if you want to watch it. I was really also hyped in this arc about when Ichigo learns Bankai and fights with Byakuya. Oh, and one of the hypest fight is when one of my favorite fights in this arc is when both Ichigo and Kenpachi. Ichigo beat him in his Shikai form, not even Bankai. He was only able to beat a captain when another captain, Byakuya, when he was already able to use Bankai. And he was trained by Yoruichi to use Shikai. Ichigo did not stand a chance against Byakuya anyway. But in my 4th favorite arcs in Bleach is going to go to Huecomondo. Now, Huecomondo is the reason why Huecomondo is one of my top favorite arcs is mainly because of the actions and the hype. Oh, and also the story, of course. But Huecomondo started all over when Ulquiorra abducted Inoue, and Ichigo and his friends yet again had to go to another world in order to save a friend of theirs, and they're gonna have to get stronger, train in order to be able to survive. Huecomondo, they had to train, they had to hone their skill. And my favorite moments or fights of this arc has to be Ulquiorra versus Ichigo. Oh, that was just an amazing fight overall. And so Ichigo in his Bankai, bro. Bankai Holification, he did not stand a chance against Ulquiorra at all. He was powerless until he was able to use or transform into the Basta Lord state. And now that's where everything got heated up, and it was Ulquiorra's turn to be doomed by Ichigo. Of course, I really love the fight between Ichigo and Grimmjow. The number 6 Espada of the Arrancar. In the first encounter between these two, Ichigo was really powerless against Grimmjow as well, but with Holification, he was already going toe-to-toe with Ichigo was already going toe-to-toe with Grimmjow in Huecomondo, and he beat him. After he beat him, he just went straight up fought Ulquiorra. And yeah, there's my 4th favorite arc of all time in Bleach, and let's move on to my number 3rd favorite arc of all time here in this list, and that's the Lost Agent arc. Now, this is the arc where it's basically the aftermath between both Ichigo and Aizen's fight, and Lost Agent arc is supposed to be an arc where Ichigo has to get his Soul Reaper power, you know. The characters of this arc are those people who can use an ability called Bull Brain, which is, I forgot what this ability is supposed to be, but if I remember correctly, I believe it's supposed to be an ability that they had been born since they were born with this ability already since before their birth, mainly because they were they were attacked by Holos by the time when their mothers are already pregnant. I believe that's what this character Ginjo said. So the story of this arc is also a man named Ginjo who used to be the first substitute Soul Reaper, just like Ichigo, but I don't know what made all of his Soul Reaper powers gone. I believe it was because of the other Fullbringer named Tsukishima, who has the ability to manipulate other people's memories, I believe, and or change your or add something to your memories about your past self. So for example, if he were to put or add in his memories to his past that the fact that he existed, right? That's how his ability works. So basically it's in the opposite, alright? So he actually erased a part of Ginjo's memories of who he exactly was and then changed it to his goal of helping Ichigo to use Fullbring, and then recovers his memories back and then makes Ginjo remember what he was actually trying to aim for. His intentions were to teach Ichigo to use the Fullbring in order to steal his Fullbring and Soul Reaper powers now. When Ginjo told Ichigo about the abilities of Fullbring, he mentioned that it had the ability to bring back Soul Reaper powers now. I believe I said in my last video that I wonder if this would be true because he was actually a villain and he actually just stole his Soul Reaper and Fullbring abilities, but I can sort of see some truthness behind this statement because as I remember, in the short fight with Tsukishima and Ichigo, Tsukishima did say that Ichigo was able to use a bit of Soul Reaper power, so that means that Ichigo's Soul Reaper power was coming back little by little, and then by the time he returns Ginjo's memory back to normal, that's where things got really fishy. And that's where we also found out the fact that Ginjo was the main villain of the entire arc, and then until Rukia got in and saved Ichigo. In other words, used a device or a Reishi device that Urahara invented in order to return Ichigo's Soul Reaper power back. So he had to have most of the captains and lieutenants and most of the Soul Reapers back in Soul Society, even Yamamoto helped. They had to gather Reiatsu from them in order to give it to Ichigo or make Ichigo's Soul Reaper powers come back, and that was a really hype one. When I found out Ginjo was the villain, I felt really unexpected about that, but also the tables have turned once Rukia and the other captains and Lieutenant Renji, Captain Genpachi, Tsugaya. For my second favorite arc of all time is going to go to Fake Karakura Town arc now. I believe Fake Karakura Town arc is supposed to be a part of Hoekomondo because the Fake Karakura Town arc was already starting when it was still back in the Hoekomondo arc, but if we're saying Fake Karakura arc is a part of Hoekomondo arc, then that means Hoekomondo arc is ended during the Fake Karakura Town arc when both Aizen and Ichigo fought. So Ichigo had a really long journey fighting against Arrancar's and Holos during that arc. Literally, it was really tough for Ichigo. He had to go to Wikomondo to save Inoue, then he had to go back to Karakura Town arc to face Aizen and getting beaten up yet again. Not forget my man Ishin not only fighting against Aizen but then flick them away like a mosquito. The hypest moment about this arc has to be final Getsuga Tensho, dude. That's mainly the reason I'm putting Fake Karakura Town arc in my second favorite list, just because of final Getsuga Tensho and then one hitting a technique called Mugetsu. I'm really also wondering if Ishin has this power, but I believe so because he has a lot of knowledge towards it. I believe he can use it, but has not used it. Just because his son Pakuto doesn't want him to use the final Getsuga Tensho, that's why he wasn't able to use it. So yeah, there you have it. That's my second favorite arc of all time in Bleach. And now, for my favorite arc of all time in all of Bleach, including season 2, all of Bleach is the Quincy arc. Now, the Quincy arc started in season 2, alright? But during in season 1 now, it was also stated that both Quincy's and Soul Reapers were having a conflict just because the Soul Reapers wanted to exterminate all of Hollows from existence, and then the Quincy didn't want that to happen, so they had to have a conflict, a long conflict, or for thousands of years, dude. These two races were fighting just for one reason, and then the hypest part of this arc has to be about Yuhawaha. So Yuhawaha is actually, I believe, the strongest character in Bleach that we know right now, cause not even Yamamoto could beat this monsters, and Yamamoto's basically dead right now. So that's just that that's actually was really unexpected, but Yamamoto is crazy strong. His Bankai could burn every single Soul Reaper in Serete. That's how strong his Bankai is. He could just burn anything, dude. But apparently that didn't stop Yuhawaha, because he was just talking to Aizen, and then he made one of his men turn into himself and then go fight against Yamamoto, which was a bad idea because that killed one of his men apparently. And another thing is that this arc or this season's animation was just the best Bleach has ever delivered. The fight scenes and the story, the plot was better than season 1, I believe. And I've already seen trailers of Bleach season 2, and the animation's still going gorgeous so far. So I don't think I have anything else to say about this on this video anymore. So that's basically it for today's video, guys. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you do give this video a like if you do enjoy, and subscribe if you want more videos like this to be uploaded on this channel, and turn on post notification if you guys don't want to miss a single video when I upload. And I'll see you guys in the next Bleach video, or any other anime videos. Have a good day and peace.